You just gave a really good story about how you can take data and apply it. In our human brain, we remember things 22 times more when it's told us in the form of a story. So here's what I was thinking. There's a woman that was on, she was VP of operations for a large e-commerce company. And she looked at the way the language that the customers were using around the products versus the language that the product team and the e-com team had used to categorize. So just literally how you could redo the e-commerce site so people got to products easier and faster. And it made a 40% difference in the bounce rate of people coming to the site, not finding what they wanted, and leaving. Think about that. If you reduce by 40% the bounce rate coming to your e-com site, how is that going to have an impact on your revenue? So I love it. You're coming in basically, if you want to be an advocate for what you're doing, go to these different departments and say, hey, would you be open if I could maybe share a few things that I think could really help with the product launch you're in the middle of right now? Hey, go to the e-com team and say, hey, I could help significantly beginning our site visitors to the right products. Would that be of interest to you? Know your internal customers, know their needs, because basically you're taking the gold mine and you're just translating it. You're showing them how to do that. That's the way to ask.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to think about it. And I think that's also really this idea, or to make the analogy towards the marketing ops or the revenue ops, it needs to be all about these interdepartmental connections, because ultimately that's where the value is generated. As consumer care, of course, we can generate value by selling or cross-selling, but it's never going to be the kind of value that you get by, as you said, reduce the bounce rate by 40% on the website.